My husband needs to touch my breasts to fall asleep. I'm exhausted and need a divorce. AITAH? Throwaway because my main has some personal info, and pretty much what the title says. My 26F husband, 30M, have been together for 5 years, and he needs my breasts, boobs, whatever, to fall asleep. Every single day he goes to bed at around 10:30 and 11 something, and calls me over when I'm not even feeling sleepy, just so that he can touch my breasts for his own sleep. From the very beginning of our relationship, he's had this habit. At first, I thought it was cute and kind of endearing sometimes, and I didn't mind it. But ever since we've married, it has become suffocating. It gets worse with how no matter what position I try to sleep in, he always reaches for me. If I turn away, he'll spoon me and still find a way. If I push his hand away or say I'm not in the mood to be touched, he either whines like I'm depriving him of something essential or gets genuinely upset. He claims it helps him relax and fall asleep, but I feel like I'm just an emotional support object at this point. I've tried compromising and suggesting that he hold my hand, cuddle a pillow, or even just rest his hand on my stomach instead. Nope. It has to be my breasts or he just can't sleep. And if I try to set boundaries, he makes me feel guilty saying things like, "So now you don't love me anymore?" Or, "This is a normal thing between partners." This has been wearing on me for years, but lately, I just dread going to bed. I feel like my body isn't even mine in my own home. The main reason this makes me so mad is because this is the only form of affection I get from him. Forget cuddles or random kisses, he doesn't even give me a hug. A hug. The last time I got one was on my birthday, and that was a year ago. He only needs my boobs. I finally snapped last week after a long day when he reached for me again, and I told him I can't live like this anymore. He got angry and accused me of being dramatic and said I was threatening our marriage over something so small. But to me, it's not small. It's a constant daily violation of my comfort. What makes this even worse for me is the fact that my husband does nothing to help me at home. He goes to work at 8 and I go at 5. He comes back by 5 p.m. and I come back by 7. From 7 p.m. to 12, I have to make up for all the chores at home, cooking, cleaning, laundry, etc., while he plays some games in his room. On weekends, he doesn't even help me. He refuses to do anything. So naturally, I have to make up for being the bigger person. And when it's time for him to fall asleep, he calls me over just to touch my breasts, while I have to wait it out until he sleeps so I can go back to housework. He doesn't lift a finger. I know this sounds stupid and ridiculous. I probably sound like a whiny child venting, but I can't anymore. I called my sister, who I'm closest to, and told her everything. She said that I'm weird for divorcing over something like this. I called my best friend of a decade, and she said that she understands me, but divorce is just overblown. I'm going crazy. I don't even know if I'm being so ridiculous at this point. I don't even know how to bring this up to my mom, Emile, or anyone at all. I feel like an asshole for considering divorce over something like this. AITAH? Will people even take me seriously?